I'm semi-afraid of heights. The fork. And I've also seen so many designer items, shirts. That is my goal for today. Today is gonna be the most dangerous day of my life here. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be riding in a Ferris wheel 60 meters up in the air, and we're gonna be doing karaoke. This big kahuna. If you guys don't know, I'm semi-afraid of heights. We are gonna do some exposure therapy today. I'm just gonna go on it. This Ferris wheel is near Tokyo Dome. There's a lot of like other rides. Ooh, a Taco Bell. That doesn't look that high up, right? You know, I feel like I can do this. Almost there. We're here. This is happening. Strap on, boys and girls. It's gonna be a wild ride. We only have 15 minutes.
Oh god.
Okay, why is there no search option?
Where's New Jeans?
Okay, we're just gonna go with this for now. I don't hear the music.
Let's be honest, it actually wasn't that serious. And I guess I'm not as afraid of heights as I thought.
Oh god. Wait, actually, we're gonna move. Okay, that's a lot better. Some people live.
What the fuck?
I got you, baby.
Okay, I'm kind of getting bored of this song. Literally, the fork? I'm gonna waste all my time choosing a freaking song, aren't I? The part when I play free. She does her little ad-lib thing. Makes it feel so right every time.
Bombastic side eye.
Oh lord. Wow, look at this view. We're like at the top now. It's funny because I just hear all the screaming in the background from the other rides and attractions. I feel like I only have time for one more song. I'm sorry guys. I thought there would be a wider selection, but you can't blame them though, because their main focus is being a freaking Ferris wheel. Where are the K-pop songs? We're just gonna do a Blackpink song. Oh my gosh, there's no Korean lyrics.
It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Boom boom ba.
Rambo.
The street. Shut up.
That was fun though. I was really just ready to pop off with the pre-selected song list I had, but just keep in mind that they only really have all the global hit songs and also like a lot of Japanese songs, which makes sense. I went as the sun was setting, so I feel like that's like the perfect time to go. But honestly, because I was doing the karaoke, I couldn't really enjoy the view. I was just too busy being frantic and like running around to find a song to sing. I feel like it's a really fun date idea. Enjoy the view and take some nice Instagram photos. If you're by yourself, it's also nice to just do the karaoke and spaz out while the sun is setting. Hey guys, it's another bright and beautiful day. Honestly, I've also been feeling kind of, I don't know, it's just been really hard to get out of bed. Having some mental things and even more existential crises, but it is all good. We're gonna enjoy the last few days here in Japan as much as we can. Today is gonna be the most dangerous day of my life here. We are gonna do some shopping. We might possibly spend every last penny in my American bank account. You know, I think it's worth it. I have such a hard time finding clothes that fit my size. The kids these days, they're just really fucking tall, even in Korea. Whoever said that Koreans were short,
That is outdated information.
even some of my students who are in like like 5th, 6th grade, they're like taller than me, so it's the milk or something. I feel like Japan, they still cater towards the shorter demographic, especially for men. I've also considered in the future, like, oh, maybe I should start my own clothing brand or line that caters towards short kings. We are a dying breed, I guess, so I'm not even sure if that's worth the investment. But if you are a short king, feel free to comment. We are taking a quick detour to just appreciate the beauty of these cherry blossoms. We love a good tax-free shop. Ew, gross. We're leaving. By the way, we're in Ueno, but I heard it's good to thrift here because it's a lot more affordable. I feel like there's just so many like leather jackets, and then all of this is giving like military, and I am not here for that. It is nice just like walking on this street though. There's a lot of like food and stuff and shops. It's the leather cowboy America core for me. I feel like so far nothing has caught my attention yet. Oh, she's $300. We're in the shoe store. Oh my god, I thought that mannequin was a person. I need something that could be casual, but I could also wear to work. I really don't like this sole part. I don't like the color. We are eating ourselves to Harajuku because we're very behind schedule. Okay, I lied. We're at Shinjuku. Don't play with me. Because it was closer than Harajuku, so clearly I do not know my geography. Literally so many shops, I am gagged. These are the vibes. Let's see how much this is. 70, 80 bucks. Love this knitted fit. She's $600. So crowded, I'm kind of having an anxiety attack, but it's okay. Guys, it's working Shibuya crossing. 와, 진짜 개판이다. I cannot. This is so stressful. 이제 음식 기다리고 있습니다. These pants are very much giving middle school skinny jean hero. I am a little bit sad I haven't really found anything. The bright side is that I haven't spent any money yet. Emphasis on yet. Before it gets way too busy, we're gonna go back to Shibuya Crossing and try to take some pictures. I brought my tripod. She's here. I'm ready. Also, I'm a little anxious because if some bitch knocks over my tripod with my camera, that is my greatest fear. I also just don't want to ask someone, I don't know what's worse, asking someone to take a photo or just embarrassing myself in public by taking 5 minutes to set up my camera and my tripod and just shoot from there. This might take a few attempts. Oh my gosh, it started.
What?
I'm glad I had the courage to finally ask someone to take photos for me. They turned out alright.
Yeah, sure.
Not the best, but I appreciate this man taking time out of his day. And I'm pretty sure I stopped him from crossing the street when he needed to. Today's the most packed schedule I've had this whole trip. I am parched and I need a pick-me-up, and I gotta rest the dogs. So we're gonna look for maybe like a cute little cafe or some kind of basic chain coffee shop. They got an A-land, so we're gonna go inside. If you don't know me, I'm a total dog for A-land. This is my favorite store. Wow. This is all stuff that would look great on literally anyone who's taller than me. My feet hurt. Okay, going into the Anello store. This is where I got this bag actually, but my friend introduced me to it when I last visited 3 years ago, and I got it from this exact store. The style definitely has changed a lot. like it's a lot more simplified. Kind of miss the old concepts more. I still like how they color block the colors, but the designs themselves aren't hitting like this. But I don't know if it like speaks to me personally. Feel a little bit guilty for going to Starbucks because it's not a local brand, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I put off sustaining myself for way too long. I've only had 1 cup of water today, so we're gonna drink this mango, I don't even remember what it is. It's been too long of a day. I'm ready to not do anything. This is one of the least extravagant dishes I've eaten at a restaurant on this trip, but there were so many different components that really allowed this simple dish to shine. The skin was nice and crispy, and the level of seasoning further elevated the skin to almost taste like a rich chip. Although the fish itself was oily, it shows that they cooked it to a soft and moist consistency instead of making it uncomfortably dry. The side dishes were both slightly sweet and added a nice crunchy contrast and texture to the soft salmon. Overall, this truly felt like a meal made with care, as if I were at home tasting my mother's cooking. Okay, we're here at the Pokemon Center, but in Shibuya this time. I think this is supposed to be a bigger store. This sound library is definitely new. We're just gonna skip that. Okay, they definitely have a lot more shit here. They have bigger versions too. Imagine working here though. It's gotta be better than most other customer service jobs, right? Not really sure if the Pokemon fan base is toxic. Okay, I'm looking for 2 Squirtles and 1 Bulbasaur. My siblings both like Squirtle, and my nephew chose Bulbasaur out of the 3 starters. Do they not have? There's no way they don't have it.
Oh my god, though!
What? Maybe they're on the other side. Maybe they all sold out. I'm so sad. Do I have to go all the way to Nihonbashi?
Yes.
Hello, we're at Ueno Park. It is a new day, but I am wearing the same exact fit. But we don't judge here. I really came at the worst time because it's so crowded. Because I thought, oh, I would come here and try to snag a few pictures and whatnot and enjoy the nice quiet scenery. Yeah, I didn't expect there to be this many people at 10:30 a.m. I bought, not dessert, something from a bakery that was nearby my hostel that I've been wanting to try. Feels like a scene from a movie, but with a billion times more people. Wait, I'm trying to get the freaking petals falling. I don't think you can see it on camera. Alright, I'm over it. Let's go shopping. I feel like this whole vlog, I've come off as someone who's indifferent to things like nature. Don't get me wrong, I love nature sometimes. I've just seen some of this stuff before, so I'm kind of like over it. I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not some kind of like lifeless robot evil person, I swear. Okay, that's pretty though. Okay, I swear this is the last time we're going to the Pokemon Center, but this is the one in Nihonbashi. So cute. Look at this big boy. Wait, this one is so much cooler. It's like on a screen. Okay, this store is obviously way bigger and there's a lot more stuff. Like, look at all of these. Sheet thick. Definitely come to this one if you're choosing between any of them, because this one also has a cafe, and make sure you try to reserve at least a month in advance because she gets booked real fast. I'm a Pokemon master. It's interesting to see the wide range of ages here. Like, there's children, and of course most of the older people are parents, but there's still like You can tell people who don't have kids who are older, but this was their childhood. It's just a good feeling where all ages are united. I just saw a mother and her child, and she was just pulling him over, and she was like, I want to look at the socks for me. That's kind of a mood though. If I were a parent, I would not be here for my kid. I would be here for myself and my kid. You know, we're here because we're on a mission to find the freaking Squirtle and the Bulbasaur. I swear to Mother Mary, if she is not here. Wait, are you for real? Oh my god. I think I need a backup plan because I need to get my brother something at least. I'm kind of in a pickle. Like, I don't know what my brother could use. Obviously, he is not gonna use some of this makeup stuff they have. I don't even know why they have makeup. These kids are too young to be doing makeup. Here, considering getting him this, I think it's something edible. Translate, Magikarp in the middle bowl. Like, what does that mean? Oh, it's soup. That's kind of weird. I'm gonna have to consider this a mission failed. If my brother is watching this, which I highly doubt, I'm very sorry. I could not get you a Squirtle plushie, but I will find something else for my brother in Japan. This store looks so bougie. So this is Dover Street, and it's basically this building with a bunch of luxury brands. Honestly, just window shopping. I probably can afford one of these items, and it would take out my entire salary. I used to question, like, what's the point of window shopping if you're not gonna buy anything? If I've learned anything on this trip, it's that it's really just the experience itself. Walking into all of these stores, you get inspiration for finding maybe cheaper dupes. You kind of realize, like, oh, my world is expanding, my eye for things is changing because I'm seeing things I haven't seen before. So I think it really is important to window shop even though you're not actually having the intention to buy anything. Look at this. Design is so amazing. This is such a common, like, canvas, but the print itself is so unique. We at Uniqlo, ladies and gentlemen, on the 12th floor. But this is like the main, like, UT store. I think they display like all of their past collabs. It's kind of like a Hall of Fame vibes. Spinning people. Look, this stuff moves. Whoa, trippy. Asia really loves just turning everything and anything into an exhibit, and I'm here for that. Oops, am I going the wrong way? Finally in Harajuku on Cat Street. Cat Street is known to have a lot of shopping. Those shoes. Oh, cute. You've infiltrated Dior, and I don't know if I can actually film here. Ooh, never mind. Not giving. Guys, we did it. We bought our first item. It was pretty expensive. It was thrifted too, so considering what the original price probably would have been anyway, I feel like it just hits different, even though it's still expensive. Just knowing that you paid significantly less than the original price kind of is a power move, you know? Even though in reality you're still hemorrhaging cash. This is just my excuse, okay? Leave me alone.
At a certain point, enough is enough.
We did it. I got 2 pieces of clothing that I will drop here, and I'm very satisfied because they fit. And I've also seen so many designer items. Hold on a second.
Hey, what happened?
Yep, I smell like Gucci flip-flops. Good afternoon, everybody. It is a brand new day, and it is also the last day in Tokyo, and I'm so sad. Honestly, I'm gonna miss it so much. Also wearing my newly thrifted pants. It's honestly so comfortable. I'm very glad with this purchase, and it just really elevates the fit, you know? Right now we're in Jugaoka. I'm probably butchering the name, but basically it is known to be the Little Europe in Tokyo, and it's supposed to be really pretty. So I decided I should go somewhere that's like not somewhere a little further from like the main part of Tokyo. So that's why we are here. Look how pretty the streets are. I should take some photos. Also, fair warning, I've only had 3 hours of sleep today, so I might be a little bit manic. If I do see a quaint little coffee shop, I might stop by for a pick-me-up. Low-key an arm workout though. This is what you guys are getting. Back view of my freaking head. Imagine just living here. Wait, I don't even know if that's a house or not. Bro, I'm so at peace. I feel like this is the kind of neighborhood you see in like the animes. Everything's like within like a reasonable distance. And you can just walk down the street and go to your friend's house or some slice of life shit, you know? What is that sound? Crow. God, we're finally here. It took us way too long to find this place. This is a lot smaller than I imagined, but it's really pretty. Look at that yummy water. This is definitely a different POV. I've seen other YouTubers do this, but they just show this part of their body and they talk. This is kind of a vibe. Should I start doing this so I don't have to show my face anymore? But yeah, a little bit underwhelming. Honestly, it's still really pretty though. I think good picture spot, but again, I don't have any friends to take photos for me, so I feel like on this Asia trip so far, I've acquired a lot of good pieces in terms of pants, but not shirts. That is my goal for today. I went the complete wrong way. Switching to narrator mode so I don't bore you guys with a bunch of clips of me shopping. Shopping and thrifting in Shimakitazawa and in general is really a hit or miss. My favorite stores overall were Kindle and Ragtag, which tended to sell more second-hand designer goods. It's very rare to find something that's less than $30 at these high-end stores, but you're looking more for quality pieces rather than quantity. On the other hand, there are many stores that tend to fall more within the $7 to $50 price range, but I realized that these items were more catered towards Western brands and weren't luxury at the slightest. It was interesting to see how much AmeriCorps has influenced Japan, as there were so many places that catered towards this style. In the end, thrifting is an emotional roller coaster, as some places might present zero options and others will have some hidden gems that you might have to dig deep for. I really think thrifting is a labor of love, but stumbling upon a piece that both fits you physically and stylistically gives its own kind of high. Overall, I'm really glad with my thrifting experience, and the fact that I was able to buy things that I genuinely liked for myself rather than picking things I thought would please the public eye was truly mind-boggling. Random TMI, I did see a Japanese man straight up peeing on the side of a building a few blocks away from Shibuya Crossing, aka one of the busiest areas in Tokyo, so be warned. Anyway, I thought it was appropriate for sushi to be my last meal here. Although this place definitely had less variety than the revolving sushi in Taiwan, the way they cut the fish gave it a different taste that added a lot more quality to the flavor. And it was really nice to experience the chef make it in front of you. That precision and speed though. I spent less than $10 for 8 dishes of sushi, so it's definitely worth the price. This damn camera. I honestly did not want this part of the trip to come. It is the end.
This stupid camera.
Hold on. Okay. I think first I want to talk about the vibes and the fashion here. It's giving bougie, but in a humble way. Most people have nice things, but they keep it very casual. Don't get me wrong, Korea also has really good fashion, but I feel like everything is just too cookie cutter in the trends. Everyone just tries to follow what the big thing is. However, in Japan, I feel like everybody's trendy, but they still stay true to their own individualistic style. I could see the immense attention to detail put into things like the architecture. Public transit is amazing. Services are also amazing. I feel like it'd be pretty easy to be comfortable living here. This is definitely where I felt the most language barrier. Honestly, same. And I'm not sure why, but I felt like I was always inconveniencing people because of the sole fact that I couldn't speak Japanese. But regardless of how I felt, people were still very much willing to try their best to understand and get me what I needed. Japan has been an eye-opening experience. It felt weird to come back to a place I've been before and re-experience old memories through an older yet wiser lens. Now that I'm more of an adult, I've learned that things will always seem so much better at earlier stages in our lives, and I think part of that is because the older you get, the more you learn and face the harsh truths of life that break your rose-colored view of the world. But at the same time, I've realized that I've always been able to find other things to look forward to or to find joy in, even though I'm a little bit more jaded. This applies to more of just my general trip as well, but sometimes I would think, what if my friends were here? I'd say this as I'd imagine instances where I didn't shy away from getting to know random strangers, exploring new hobbies, and even minute things like asking for more water whenever I needed it. I learned that some of my confidence comes from being surrounded by people who make me feel safe, which shows I have people in my life who support me, but I've also realized that I can't use them as an emotional crutch because they won't always be there. This trip has spurred so much self-realization and growth, and I know it's a privilege that not everyone has. But at the same time, I feel as though if you are privileged enough to go on a trip, you're probably someone who needs some eye-opening to other cultures and other perspectives. As someone who's grown up sheltered, protected, and blind to other world problems, this trip alone has expanded my sense of empathy tenfold. At the same time, I think the most important theme that stuck with me was individuality. As cliche as that sounds, it was this trip that taught me to truly live for myself and the things I want. It's really hard to find your own voice amongst the crowd when we're conditioned to have the same goals and desires as the rest of society. I'm convicted that no one can truly find happiness until they find themselves first. Life isn't a group project that someone does for you and vice versa. You're the only one who can take the steps to your own fulfillment. So although it's scary, just take it one step at a time. I think the last thing I want to mention is the experiences I had here are my own. Clearly, I can be Japanese passing, and that alone grants a certain level of privilege while visiting here. So if you ever plan on going to Japan or any of the other countries I visited, please don't expect your experiences to be the same as mine, even if you follow the same exact schedule to a T. But don't let that stop you from traveling. Exploring the world on your own is truly one of the only things you can do to find yourself, what you enjoy, and what you truly want from life. I hope you guys enjoyed this Japan vlog. It's been a lot of content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!